So, Springtrap's Celebrate poster add-on was nerfed from PTB from 20% haste to 12% haste, and now it also makes it so that anyone within the range gets the speed boost, not just Springtrap and the person with the axe in them, which means that it kind of isn't as good as it was.
Good guess, but actually no.
Now, the thing with Celebrate poster is that it is amazing for one thing in particular now, and it actually helps you with a couple other things, but the thing I want to focus on today is play with your food. Now, play with your food is a very interesting perk, as it grants you 5% haste per stack you get. You get a stack every time you lose chase with your obsession. Now, why does this work very well in Springtrap? Because Springtrap can save these stacks unlike most other killers, because his grab doesn't count as an attack. I have 3 stacks to play with your food, so if I throw an axe into you, I should lose 1 play with your food stack and 2 save stacks.
Yep.
And then when I get the grab, I should also lose 1 play with your food stack and the last of my save stacks. Should.
Yes.
Play with your food's gone. I didn't lose a save stack, by the way.
Oh.
Let me check. Nope, didn't lose anything. So he doesn't lose anything when he grabs somebody. Celebrate poster is the best way to get grabs. And today I have a build that will help you get those grabs even more often. Now before we get into the perks, let's go into the other add-on I brought with this, which was Greasy Paper Plate, as I called Glassy Paper Plate in my last Springtrap video. I apologize. Anyways. So Greasy Paper Plate makes it so that the survivors take 15% longer to remove the axe from them. The reason you want this is because, again, you want to get that grab, and this gives you just a little bit extra leeway to get it whenever you need it. You can swap this out for other add-ons if you don't feel it's necessary, but personally, I found it was the most consistent to get it because there were times, even with Celebrate Poster, that they would remove the axe during the chase, and then I would lose another stack of Play with Your Food from having to M1 them. But on to the perks. The first and the cornerstone of this entire build is Play with Your Food. For those who don't know what it does, as I explained earlier, you can get up to 3 stacks, you get a stack every time you lose chase with the obsession, and you get 5% haste for every stack. Now, with this build in particular, you want to have 2 stacks as much as you possibly can, 3 if you can manage it, but 2 is the main thing. When you throw the axe into a survivor, they get hit, and you lose a stack immediately because you damage them. Now you have 1 stack, so you're 5% faster on top of the percentage from Celebrate Poster, and then you can use this to catch up to them faster. However, the rest of the build also helps with this getting up to them faster. Superior Anatomy. Superior Anatomy makes it so that whenever a survivor vaults in front of you, basically, you can vault through it 40% faster. This has a cooldown before it can go off again, but this basically means that if you hit someone going through a window, you can immediately vault into them and just hit them even faster on top of the 20% bonus you're getting from Celebrate Poster. Next is Unbound. This is another cornerstone part of this. A lot of times you want to throw the axe when someone is vaulting a window or just about to vault a window. They will vault the window, you'll get the Superior Anatomy proc, and the 20% vault speed from Celebrate Poster. Then you'll get the 7% movement speed from Unbound to be able to catch up to them. The survivor won't gain this movement speed, so you'll already be 77% faster, which means you can catch up and get the grab. The last one is a personal preference perk, and one that I don't think is necessary, but I found the most use with it because it counters one specific scenario that isn't really that uncommon. That is genetic limits. Genetic limits makes it so whenever you hit a survivor with anything, you damage them basically, they are exhausted for 8 seconds. The main purpose of this is to counter life. It is to counter life, as a lot of times you're going to get hits at loops or near windows. And with Celebrate Poster, they can still vault it super fast and then run away with life, getting the speed boost, and you're not catching up to them, even with Unbound and Superior Anatomy. So what you can do with this a lot of times is hit them with the axe, they don't get life anymore, they go through the window, and now they're just befuddled, and you get the hit because of all the extra movement speed. If there's one perk in this entire build you can swap out for slowdown or something like that, because you do still kind of need that sometimes, it is genetic limits. You can maybe also swap out Superior Anatomy, but Unbound and Play with Your Food are necessities. Same with Celebrate Poster. Again, this build is not the best build for Springtrap. I need to make that clear here because someone's going to say, oh, the Springtrap has better builds. He does, but this is something unique to him. Springtrap is probably the best user to play with for food in the entire game because he's one of the few killers that has a way to actually not lose all of his stacks. He can maintain them as much as he needs to. The one issue you will have with this build is finding the obsession and getting the stacks, but if you can maintain that in some way, shape, or form, like in the matches I'm about to show, you would be surprised how well this can work. Let me know what you guys think. I'll go ahead and show the gameplay now. Have a good one, everybody. And yeah, but yeah, we're testing out Remnant because Ott said it was good, so we're gonna try it because I'm a sheep. Right, it's the Myers Mori. But like, this is just base kit throughout the entire match, you know. The Bite of 87 is my obsession. This match was just meant to be, chat. They might be downstairs. I missed. Oh, I thought she would dodge, man. That was my favorite thing, is when survivors, like, when they don't dodge.
Oh, you should cry for help.
Man, Celebrate poster is just fine, chat. What did they ever do to Foxy? We'll never know. The world will never know what they did to Foxy. Oh, hi, Bite of 87. I need you. Thank you. Keep my stack. Okay. So yeah, so obviously it works best when you get the 2 stacks, but, you know, just having the 1 alone just to get close enough for that is just great. Again, doing substantially better. Doing substantially better when I actually, you know, use the fucking power. I can lose chase fast enough. Give me that. Nice. Very good. Works for me. Oh, you're dead. I can't believe I mixed that grab, by the way. Unbound. Yeah, they nerfed Unbound to 7%. It's 7% now. Batteries included got nerfed to 5% from 7, I believe. But it was also given the, what's it called? The range increase. I actually think the batteries one was actually a buff, realistically. Kate, let me get those stacks. It didn't start chase with Kate, that's sad. Tis sad. Also, you know what's really funny about Springtrap? He can completely counter Object of Obsession. You just wait in the door and you'll get their auras from across the map. Yeah, in theory, I could just sit in this door and wait, right? And she'll show up with aura reading. Am I wrong with how object works? GG's. I'm gonna Mori the bite of 87. It was meant to be.
Was that the bite of 87?
Honestly, Axolotl, with how fast healing speeds are, I would recommend not running anti-heal. It's not worth it. White man jump scare.
Subscribe, damn it. I'll be back. I always come back, and so should you, you moron.